All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? There's been a weird blip in the energy lately. There's a lot of changes happening. We're right on top of a new moon, which I'm going to pull on in a couple of days. Very auspicious time beginning here. Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit, around that new moon. But the other night, some of you, over the other night, maybe the last 12 to 24 hours, you might have felt a little dizzy, a little fatigue, a little maybe nausea, something along those lines, a few of you. If not, don't worry about it, lucky you. I had a little of that the other night. So I thought I'd pull on the energy here, sort of a disturbance in the force kind of energy. I got a pre-shuffle here, it's very interesting. I think it's primarily about somebody that's attached to you that might be attached to someone else. But it could play out if they're single too, so you might as well stick around. It could be something I might say, right? And attached to something else can be a career or a family or something like that. Anyway, we'll talk about it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. So somebody here, I don't know who this energy belongs to. I'm kind of polling the universe on these 3 card reads, right? Which you know are more than 3 cards. Of course, I got a pre-shuffle anyway. Somebody here who's been resistant, 7 of Wands, to change, to moving on, to smoothing things out, to just sort of staying in the choppy water. Someone's wanted to stay there. They've been a little resistant to moving on. Is under this current energy as we lead up to the new moon. And this can apply to you too. Again, maybe you're resistant to some change. So again, I'm just reading energy here, that's all. Somebody, could be you, could be somebody attached to you, who's been resistant to change, 7 of Wands crossing the 6 of Swords, moving on, right, is probably having some dreams. There's a lot of dream energy happening right now. And those dreams are showing them what they could have, okay? In other words, it's one of those dreams where either you or they, it could go either way, wake up from it and you feel good. It's not that you want to go back, or it's not like those dreams that came in earlier in the, or late last year that I was talking about, right? Where you actually live another lifetime within that and you wake up and you go, oh my God, right? Like that. No, it's just something that makes you feel good. They're soul warming, soul nurturing dreams, right? What that's causing, the effect that that's having, is sort of the reverse effect of the 7 of Wands crossing the 6 of Swords, which is resistance to moving forward. It's someone here who's starting to give a rethink to things. They are moving in and out, but there's an energy here, because the energy around us right now, as the universe told us in a recent reading, is fairly balanced. I got 2 cups here, bookending the 6 of Swords. Someone here now sees that it now is thinking at the very least that it might be better to at least check out a new direction, to at least try. The word try is sort of all through this. I'm explaining why. But there's always, when you read energy, there's often a message within it. There's a word that just keeps popping in your head. You can't get rid of it. The word here is try. Someone here never tried. They are always just making up excuses and finding reasons not to do something, not to move forward, not to quit a bad habit, not to quit a bad relationship, not to quit a bad job, whatever it is, not to tell someone off that's dumping expectations on them, whatever it is. These dreams have been helpful. And that's been in the energy for a few days. It peaked, I think, the other night. It must have. It really must, or I wouldn't be here. And I had kind of a blip in the energy last night. I was getting a little, whenever I get a little dizzy or clumsy or disoriented, and it comes on suddenly and then goes away, energetically I know that there's been a disturbance in the force, if you will. Somebody here now wants to try. At least they're at that point, okay? They can always change their mind. With that Knight of Wands, you never know. It's a very in and out energy. But let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us here about that pre-shuffle. Let's go. Let's see where we go. So that's the word that's there. There's a phrase that's always in the energy. It's always there. It's a message the universe has for all of us, which is there's always a way, right? It's a way of offering us hope, right? Something bad happens. Well, there's always a way. Everything, that message is always there. It's a message of hope, if you will, if you want to phrase it that way. This time around, it's tried within it. Somebody here never tried. Just like with a lot of your runners, they never, I'm shuffling, don't worry. as I often say, for a few of the signs in particular, Cancer in particular, they never made a decision about you. You know, they've always just been back and forth, and you're sitting there in the middle. And that's what drives them batshit crazy. But yeah, it's a message of try. Somebody, these dreams have been very helpful. They wake up from it feeling nice, feeling confident. The Queen of Pentacles energy can make you, it's not just soul nurturing, it can make you feel confident. She's a very confident queen. Male or female, is just she on the card, right? Very confident queen. So she got I always say she got everything she needs, right? Not chasing, not anything. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Now this could be you or this could be the runner. I'm just polling the universe. But it is incoming energy. So it's more likely heavier, stronger on someone else's side who really needs to make some changes. And for you, it could just be about a lifestyle change or something along those lines. Who knows? Let's see what we get here. Let's see where we go. Okay. It's a lot of shuffling, universe. My God, that's a lot of shuffling. What's at the bottom of the deck? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here? I haven't shown you the card yet, but trust me, remember the phrase, you see what I'm saying? The overall energy, in the base energy that's crossing the center card I'm going to pull, is the Tower. Yeah, there's major. It's try. It's just, you know what? Fuck it. That's what this energy is. It's, you know what? Fuck it. That's what this little squirrel was saying right here. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. When the tree hits, when the lightning hits and the tree falls, I'll make a nest in the rubble. Fine. Somebody here wants to try to move things on the calmer waters. It explains the mid-month reading in particular that I did. I certainly think that. Mercury direct in Capricorn too. There was a little of that in there. Let's see where we go. What's fueling it? Oh, see, you see what I'm saying? Here we go. There's the Fool. I didn't know that was there. I just wanted to see what was fueling that Tower. Yeah, the Fool and the Tower. And when the dust settles, it leads to the Star. So let's flip the deck. Let's see what the 3 cards are. First card is the Page of Pentacles. Those dreams are teaching them something. They're allowing them to see something, or no, that's not right. It's allowing them to feel something, okay? But this is the card of the student. Something they've been reluctant to learn before. She looked like one of those students that don't want to be at school. Doesn't want to be there, rather be out. She's the smoking out back in the smoking area. I know schools don't have those anymore, but when I went to school, we had a smoking area out back. And it was always the burnout kids that were back there, all that kind of thing. It's a bit of that, but they're learning. What's the center card? That Tower and Fool across it. The 7 of Swords. Again, a tower falls on someone's bullshit. This is an excuse machine. It's mild devil energy. In this context of this reading, it's like I said, the pre-shuffle always been making excuses. I see this also as it can be, just as an example. I'm not saying it's you or your person, but it can be when you try to quit a bad habit, like drinking too much or smoking too much. This is that little voice that comes in and says, oh, you could just have one more. There's just a store right there. Go in and buy one. It'll cost you a couple of bucks. You just have one and throw it away. Right? This is that voice. This is that little mild devil energy that gets in your head. A lot of times, these runners in particular have decided not to come towards you or not to say how they feel because of a little voice like this in their head. These dreams are showing them that voice and showing them not to listen to it in a way. All right? This girl right here, she'd been listening to the wrong people. She's hanging with the wrong. You're never going to get a good job dressed like this. You got to grow up sometime. I think this person's growing up a little bit. This squirrel sure has to grow up fast. A tree's falling. Hey, you're going to have to do something, little buddy. What's going on here? What's red with the Page of Pentacles? 10 Swords. Yeah. The end of what was. Somebody here wants to try. 10 Swords. Just putting it into it. Tired of thinking about it. Tired of worried about it. Let's just go find out. It's proper logic in a lot of ways. It's the logic of, why am I sitting here? Worry is a weird energy. There's a lot of worry, and that's part of this card too. That little voice, that little devil, makes you worry, generates fear. Any kind of devil energy generates fear. Worry is a very interesting energy. Worry should be a catalyst for change. But what happens for most people is they get trapped in it because negative energy feeds itself, and worry is negative energy. Worry should be something that you look at and you go and you either make changes based on what you're worried about, or you figure out that what you're worried about is nothing and you move on. You're not supposed to stay in worry, okay? That's never the intention of the universe, because worry energy is out of balance. That's why you're not happy. Balanced energy is happiness. So, just putting an end to it. Putting it into thinking about it, and this too, it makes sense because this is my page where communication and moving forward is concerned. Unlike the Page of Wands, which is my little explorer page, very curious about what's around the next corner, very brave. This one here is a little more cautious. This one here is worried and scared and afraid of what they're going to say and things like that. 10 swords in that. Let's do a couple of clarifiers here. Let's grab the witches real quick. Tell me about this 10 swords. Tell me about it. Yeah, a lot of truth. Randomly at the bottom is the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Somebody here wants to try. I think those dreams, it's all because of the dreams and the change in the energy. It's all because of the dreams. It is. What's going on here? That Queen of Pentacles energy that they wake up in from those dreams is very brave, very confident energy. This is not confident. We're putting 10 swords in it. And we got a tower crashing on this fool. A tower fueled by a fool card, which is very nice. Try. Take the leap of faith, right? Why is the 10 of swords here? This bodes very well for the new moon reading, which obviously new moon is a time to launch into new things, especially this particular new moon that's coming up. All right? Very important. The Chinese track the calendar by the moon. We track it with our Gregorian calendar by the sun. Whichever way you want to slice it, we're heading into, and have been since 12/12, really, or 11/11, to be honest, the energetic new year, a very auspicious time. A time of great change, positive change, provided you put in the work and you understand that the energy's moving fast. So you don't have a lot of time for this bullshit, fooling yourself and stuff like that. Why is the 10 of swords here? Tell me about it. Why? 9 wands. 9s are the end in tarot. This is an escalation, a 9 to a 10. It doesn't matter that the suits don't match. The numerology is what it is. The 9 to a 10, the environmental energy, is this wall coming down. What are we putting 10 swords in? This nonsense of worrying, of thinking. It's what I already told you. The sun is over there. He's always been afraid to look at it. Turn around. Give it a shot. See what's on the other side of the wall. What's going on here? Queen of Swords. She's very brave too. A little bitchy. But it's a cold energy, but it is an energy of truth. The reason we have 10 swords here is what this is telling us. The reason we have 10 swords here is because of those dreams. It's because there's a truth that comes out in there. There's something that they're seeing. Again, I have truth here, all right, and I have bullshit here, okay? So again, and a tower falling on that. What's the center card? Red with the 9 of wands. There's that Ace of Swords. Randomly at the bottom of the deck, I showed you when I picked this up, it came back as the center card. That's awesome. It's red with the 9 of wands. Again, it's the truth. It's just an energy of try. And it's nice. I like try energy. It makes people try new things. Try energy is when you quit drinking, quit smoking. Try energy is when you try a new job. When try energy is when you tell someone off that's dumping expectations on you. Try energy is when you say, you know what? You realize the logic about it. You don't know until you try. You really don't. What's red with the Queen of Swords? 7 of Cups. She cuts through confusion. Most of the time, this sword and these cards is cutting through clouds. Clouds are generally confusion. They obscure things and things like that. These dreams that they're having that are in the energy right now, and they may show up in your horoscopes and things like that too. If they're not, you're going to the wrong place, because it's very, very much the astrology that's pulling on the core energy that's causing a lot of this. Very much. At this particular time, and especially for the first quarter of this year. This is 7 of Cups. It's just, again, all the clouds are gone. There's a clear option. Might as well try. It's what this little wizard is saying. Might as well just pick one. No point in sitting around wondering what to do, and that's kind of what this page does. This page is worried about it. They got a little devil whispering in their ear. So what is this? What is this? We already know we have a tower coming down on it. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here. Besides the tower and the fool, which I like, but I'm a glutton. I like more information. Something about the new moon here is helping. I got a moon here, granted it's shining, but the symbolism counts. I've got an eclipse here, but it can also represent a new moon. It's judgment. It's a very powerful energy. I can't pull an energy that's crossing this Seven of Swords that isn't incredibly powerful. I already pulled the tower, blew the nuts off a squirrel on that card. This one here, there's just, someone here is getting past. All it's saying is someone here is getting past this. They're getting past this nonsense that they usually tell themselves. There's an urge to try, and there's the bravery here to do it. I get that. What's on top? Yeah, the Hermit. Again, every time I'm pulling around this Seven of Swords. Originally, I got a Fool and a Tower. I got now Judgment and a Hermit. It's all major arcana around this Seven of Swords. These dreams that they're having are putting an end to the fear of trying. Just make a fucking decision. Go find out what will happen. A lot of it has to do, that new moon reading is going to be very interesting. I'm going to tell you right now. Center card, red with Judgment. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. It's a very, this Knight, we always say sometimes is very reliable kind of a thing. There's a decision that's being made here, okay? You can count on this Knight, okay? There's a decision that's being made. He's been standing here for a long fucking time. It's time to go, is what the energy there is, right? Time to go. Time to make a move. All right. Let's see where we go here. Which way do my card? I forget which way my cards go now. Maybe this. So you saw what I did? I've been using these cards forever. I know the red goes on the bottom, but I forgot which way it goes. So this energy that I'm about to pull is flippy floppy. Okay. So it's Schrodinger's energy. It's both upright and reversed at the same time. Okay, I don't know what it is. It's red with the Hermit. The Hermit's a lot of, again, the Hermit can represent those dreams too. All right, but what's going on? The Six of Cups. Yeah. Of two minds, they have been. Look at what I've got all around this here. This flippy floppy Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about past life energy. It's about someone from the past coming in, people returning to you. But it's mostly this dreamy energy attached to it. Okay? And this card here, the reason it's flippy floppy is because of what I told you about the Knight of Wands in the pre-shuffle. The Knight of Wands is a very in and out energy. They are kind of back and forth on it. If they listen to the soul, which it's hard not to. The universe is showing me the volume of the soul energy right now. Normally the soul is like a transistor radio, and the brain, the ego, is like a rock concert, right? Really loud. You can't hear the transistor radio standing next to those stacks of speakers. And that's why most people are in their ego. It's much easier. Much easier to be an ego-based person than it is to be a soul-based person. In this case here, the volume with the amount of major arcana around this Seven of Swords, which would be ego energy, right? Devil energy only affects the brain. The soul is incredibly loud. So this is minor arcana. It could go either way. It's representing that in and out energy. There's a very strong possibility here of somebody returning under this energy. And I've said that. I said that going into this month. I said this should be a time, at least the first quarter of this year, where a lot of these runners show up in particular. But at the very least for you, okay, if you're on the fence about a decision, about a change in direction, stop being on the fence about it. Stop listening to your brain. Your intuition's trying to tell you something. Your worry is trying to tell you something. Pay attention to what it's trying to tell you and deal with that. Okay? You're being pointed, speaking to you, you're being pointed in a direction, and so are they. They're being pointed right your way. Believe me, with that Queen of Pentacles in the pre-shuffle, they're being pointed right your way. Now, this is communication. It's communication where they've been afraid, all right, in the context of this reading. I'm just going to pull a couple cards on the, I'll pull as many cards as I think I need to on the Page of Pentacles here. Tell me about Page of Pentacles. My smoking area burnout. What's going on here? Give me my Page of Pentacles. Why is it here? Why? Tell me about it. Okay. Why? So your person, before I look at these, I'm done shuffling. Your person with this flippy floppy is Schrodinger's person, like I've been telling you. Okay? They're on the fence, but again, the energy driving them towards you is very reliable, very strong. Okay? What's crossing my burnout here? Three of Pentacles. Yeah. The desire to try something new, to build something on a solid foundation, because remember we had the tower here. Tower tears things down so we could rebuild on solid foundation. The desire to do that is very strong within this person. With this energy gone or quieter, there's more of a chance of it happening. All right, and that it's a very, I want to point out again, it's a very auspicious new moon. It's going to be a very interesting reading. I'm looking forward to it, but I want to let the energy come in more. I want the universe to be less predictive and more tell me what's going on. So I'm going to pull it right on top of it or right near it, something around it, you know. So if that reading doesn't go up until the day of the new moon, don't be surprised. But it could go up on Friday. It could. We'll see. I'm going to let the energy tell me what happens. What's on top? Yeah, there's your star. I predicted it already. I said after the tower, and when the dust settles from the tower, we get a star. This person, again, very inclined to come rolling in here, no doubt. The Nine of Pentacles, liberating themselves from this energy. They also see the benefit. Again, those dreams making them feel Queen of Pentacles energy. Makes them see how nice it could be. Right? It's that, again, the Beach Boys coming back with wouldn't it be nice? Except now it's blended with try. Instead of sitting around going, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Now it's like, well, why don't you just fucking try? It's like somebody yelled at the singer, you know. Well, stop saying that and go do it. You know, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. You know, those two in that song should just run away together. All right, with the star is Three Swords. Again, Three Swords energy is what they're coming in under. We saw Three Swords, very important card, I think, from the Mercury Direct reading. It is. Somebody here is seeing where they went wrong. It's a lot of what I said there, but also feeling like they hurt themselves by not following their own, by not taking the gift of their own manifestation. All right? So again, I point out, the universe, I point this out to you. I've talked enough about the runner. Yeah, they might show up under this energy. Pay attention to the new moon reading. Great. But for you, because your energy's here too, it's just polling the universe. All right? Listen to your fucking intuition. Please. It's trying to point you towards something. It's trying to tell you you're spinning your wheels maybe, right? And trying to get you to get moving. There's an energy here of get moving, for sure. Get out. My advice with a reading like this to you is get out in nature. If you're trying to figure out what your intuition's trying to tell you, I can tell you right now, nature is going to help you. Go for a hike, go for a walk, go fishing. I don't fucking care. Whatever it is, get away from as much technology as you can, as much city noise as you can. All these frequencies from our technology and like cities and things, with even the street lights, all of it. We're not really made to be around these kinds of frequencies. You know, it creates a lot of noise and it messes with our energy quite a bit. That's why all of our technology right now on the superficial side is why we're a very self-focused society, because, you know, we're all in the smartphones and everybody's got to have this and have that. You got your influencers and all that. That's all very superficial. The real problem is the energy. You know, it's the fact that all these frequencies are floating around us and they're messing with the normal rhythm of how we should be going through life. And it's just, it's why it's hard. It makes the soul energy much more difficult to hear because there's even more noise. It's not just a rock concert in the ego energy. It's super rock concert. And it messes with things. That said, get out in nature. I would definitely do that. I'm pulling that energy off of this, by the way. Nine of Pentacles. You could definitely make a clear decision. Your runner, I don't know if they're going to listen to me. They're not going to hear me about getting out in nature. But regardless, those dreams are having an effect on them, and they are having them. Okay? So that's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like, this is great energy right now, all through the first quarter of this year, but definitely in the right now. This is great energy if you got some lifestyle changes you want to make, bad habits you want to drop, career changes you want to make. I mean, be smart about it, but the energy is there. The opportunity energy is there. It'll help you. It'll make it easier than it would be at regular times when that opportunity energy isn't there. Okay? All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.